Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're embarking on this, honestly, a really fascinating microanalysis of a highly specialized, absolutely brilliant culinary tool. If you're someone who loves discovering how clever, focused design solves everyday problems, well, you are in the exact right place. We're going to break down exactly how a simple little piece of plastic and metal can completely transform your kitchen prep. So, have you ever watched a professional chef effortlessly drop this perfect, delicate nest of curled vegetables onto a plate and just wondered, wait, how did they do that so fast? It's a super relatable culinary question, isn't it? I mean, we all want our food to look beautiful, but literally nobody wants to spend hours chopping. Okay, let's dive into this and uncover the mechanical secret behind that restaurant quality presentation. And here is the hero of our story today, resting firmly in the user's hands, right there against that black and white grid shirt, is this totally unassuming, small, green, kind of teardrop-shaped gadget. Now, it might look pretty simple at first glance, but as you'll see, its physical design is incredibly deliberate and highly effective for one very specific, absolutely crucial task. Section 1. The quest for perfect curls. Perfect veggie ribbons. Let's get into it. Think about traditional knife work for a second. We all know this reality. It's tedious, it's remarkably slow, and honestly, unless you have decades of professional culinary training, your cuts are just going to be inconsistent. But then, compare that to our specialized slicing gadget. We are talking about a single, fluid push, resulting in perfectly uniform, delicate curls every single time. It literally takes a really frustrating process and makes it wonderfully foolproof. A real game changer. Moving on to Section 2, Anatomy of the Slicer. Time for a little forensic analysis. Right here, you can really start to appreciate the clever microengineering at play. First up, notice the ergonomic thumb hole at the wide base of that teardrop shape. This provides absolutely crucial stability and a really secure grip for the user, while the core components kind of just wait to receive the green onion. Then, right smack in the middle, we have this central guide spike. Surrounding that spike is the radial blade array, basically multiple tiny blades arranged exactly like the spokes of a bicycle wheel. And that brings us to a really fascinating concept, radial slicing. This is basically the process of cutting a cylindrical object into uniform radiating strips simultaneously from a central axis. And this brilliantly illustrates the exact physics of our green onion gadget. Instead of one straight blade making sequential, time-consuming cuts one after another, these radiating blades achieve multiple identical cuts at the exact same moment. I mean, it is efficiency at its absolute finest. Section 3, the mechanics of the cut. Let's look at the kinetic action. Now, I want you to really imagine the tactile sensation here as we walk step by step through the literal journey of the green onion stalk. Step 1. You carefully align the flat cut end of the stalk with that sharp center guide spike. Step 2. You apply pressure, smoothly pushing the stalk directly forward, piercing it and forcing it right into those sharp radial blades. And finally, Step 3. You extract those newly shredded ribbons from the other side. Pierce, push, and shred. It's really that simple. Now, what's really interesting about this tool is the visual guidance provided right on the device itself. If you look closely at the design, you'll see a bright yellow directional arrow clearly indicating the firm forward motion required by the user. Just above that, notice the yellow dotted lines outlining the central guide spike as it prepares to enter the hollow center of the green onion. It perfectly highlights the precise alignment required right before the slicing magic actually happens. Section 4, the final culinary transformation. Beautiful results. Let's do a little narrative zoom in right here on the action. You can clearly see how the user's fingers are pushing the green onion completely through the array of blades. And as the vegetable emerges on the other side, it instantly splays and curls outward into these thin, flawless ribbons. The structural tension of the vegetable is actually released the second it passes through the spokes, which naturally creates that beautiful professional garnish shape instantly. It's basically magic. Actually, scratch that. It's just brilliant physics. What we're ultimately looking at here is a simple mechanical shortcut that instantly elevates basic ingredients into professional-level, highly satisfying culinary presentations. So the crucial point is that great design doesn't have to be digital or even overly complex. This specific, purpose-built gadget takes a mundane, historically tedious kitchen task and just completely transforms it into a fascinating display of pure functional utility. Which leads us to a broader, pretty exciting thought to leave you with today. Look around your own kitchen. What other tedious tasks are just waiting for a clever redesign? Once you start observing these incredibly innovative, purpose-built gadgets, you really begin to see opportunities for brilliant functional design everywhere in your everyday life. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep observing the world around you, and I'll see you next time.